you got going on, Zay? Watching the Cowboys, I'm assuming.
I can't say much. Texas like 2-8. I can't say much.
I'm about to got the Dubsky today, bro.
Hey, you know what I mean? That's all that matters.
1 week at a time.
But it's your boy the Overlord, Big A, back over here with another podcast live. What's going on with y'all right now? Okay. Hey, jump on later, get murked, bro. I got you. But so for y'all who are viewing at home with the camera, viewing at home with the camera, if y'all want to live stream with us while we podcast, hit us up at Black Sheep Digital on pretty much a lot of stuff. TikTok, Instagram. Well, when I get my TikTok unbanned, we'll go live on TikTok. But the 24th, I got you. You know what I mean? Got banned for hateful behavior while I was playing a video game. Said nothing, but got banned. Whatever. We got like a couple topics we're gonna go over today. One that I posted on here and like on my Facebook, even the Twitter. Go check that out. Was if you could have one artist like come back from the dead, pretty much. Like one artist come alive, get one more album from them, who would it be?
That's
like,
tough.
It's a hard question because it's like there's a lot of. It's sad to say, but there's a lot of like really good artists that passed away, and so it's like, bro, who's gonna like. We're gonna bring it from one more album. We're gonna get one more person to get a good album from who would be.
See, my thing is about going with somebody older. It's kind of like I see Zay said Pac. I was thinking about that, bro. But my thing is this: the way that music has kind of evolved into what hip hop / rap is now. But Tupac's music hit the same. If he were to drop some new shit compared to when he was making music back in the late 90s, you know what I'm saying?
But there's enough old heads out there to be like, hey, Pac back! Hey,
definitely.
Pac is back, boy. Pac is back.
No, definitely. I agree with you on that part. But you gotta think is that now, I mean, I guess depending on you just go kind of with your fan base, but now you gotta try to reach the younger kids too, because those are gonna be the ones that are streaming the music, buying stuff, you know what I'm saying? So
I mean, it's like old people don't buy music and be like,
no, for sure.
I got you, but yeah, and they're gonna be like, yo, people who y'all say y'all better than. You know what I mean? When you put out a new album, let's see what's up. You know, y'all say like Pac is irrelevant, Pac is all this, but I was getting some hits back in the day. So I mean,
definitely. But I think I kind of like Kendrick Lamar, for example.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar, they're kind of in the. I don't want to put them in the same box, but they're kind of in the same ball, in the same.
They play the same game.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And look what happened. Kendrick Lamar, it was hot, bro. Dropped some good shit.
Yeah.
Great album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, not to say that hip hop passed him up or left him kind of back. It just, I guess he wasn't what the new generation were looking for.
Right.
So he kind of stayed behind.
He spoke too well. They wanted something that they couldn't really hear and understand, and just like nod to. But yeah, I get you. I got you.
So I think, yeah, I agree. Jay said his lyrical prowess was second to none.
Yeah.
I mean, I 100% agree.
Yeah.
And I think the Tupac album would be.
You gotta read those out loud so they can hear it too.
Yeah, I got this one.
Well, you said you like answered first and then like.
My bad. It's the first time we ever did live while we were recording, so it's gonna be a little learning curve for me.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that's a tough one, man. It's because I think even like me and Overlord listen to a lot of the same music, but we also listen to a lot of different stuff.
Right.
I have a little brother who's 15, so I listen to a lot of the newer generation stuff, like the Polo G's, the Juice WRLD, the X, and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? So I think, like, to me, had he not died, I think Juice WRLD could have been one of the biggest artists to come out in X amount of time, bro. He was just his mind, his freestyles, everything was so fluent in his music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that unfortunately he died way earlier than he should have. I think he was 21, 22. He died. You know what I mean?
That's sad, man.
So it's like I think if he would, he dropped an album since he's passed, but it was stuff that he recorded before he died. So to think about the stuff he could do now with different kind of features and stuff like that, I think would be something that it would be something big, bro. If he was alive was able to make music with different artists now. You know what I mean?
So that's your answer, Juice WRLD?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go with Juice WRLD, bro. To be honest.
Me, like I said, like we have like a lot of things, like, but I like more of kind of like the older like R&B or like I kind of feel like so like yeah. So it was like man, like don't want to go like Mike. We had some people ask my question that said Michael Jackson for sure. We had one that said like Bob Marley. What was the good one? Dilla and it was something else they put on there, but I can't remember what it was. I tried to look it up earlier today, but it was artists I'd heard of. But I guess for me, even though like, I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan, like to the day I die, you know, but I feel Prince would give me a better album, like a better like final album. Like not to say that like Michael like tapped, but I feel like he was like just doing his own stuff. Like Prince was like still like recording and stuff like every day. He still had there's still a vault worth of like stuff we've never heard from both of them. Obviously, but like especially Prince, you know, movies that he put out that we never heard. So I feel like if we get like Prince like one more chance, hey, I need you to get like one more album.
Like, so he made a good comment. He said Mike has so many branches though. How much more could he really do?
And that's what I said. Like I felt like he was tapped. Like it was there. Like he had there's a lot. But I feel like if we like gave him a chance, like yo, I need one more album. Be like, well, where else do I go from here? But I feel like Prince was still like exploring, like shoot, like I know like Mike had like his solo stuff, but like Prince would get like a new band every like couple years. You know, he would replace so many or when they would leave or whatever, like either creative differences or not. But he would get like a new sound or a new something. He would just like blow up in that particular sound, that particular genre or whatever it was, and then just like move on to something else. Like I'm tired of listening to something else. So I'd have to go Prince for me. Like
I should go. I seen just. Everybody gets in those little YouTube like rabbit holes where you watch one video, you start clicking, you see stuff. And I seen a lot of different stories from Prince back in the day. There's some pretty interesting stories.
Yeah, there's some pretty crazy stuff for Prince. Like okay, so one that made me laugh is like Eddie Murphy was talking about how he like his cook because Prince lived like a couple houses down from him. And it's like so Eddie Murphy's cook was like waiting for like a cab or something like that to take him home. It's like Prince's car like rolls by and like the hubcap falls off with the Prince symbol on there, and like the cook like picks it up and like Prince's car like turns around. Hey, can I have my hubcap back? And I was like, what? Like it's like, do I give it to him or do I run for it? You know what I mean? Like what do I really do? It says I feel like Prince would have been a front runner for the what is it? I am not community, honestly. What is that? I'm not. I don't know what I am not is.
Yeah, that's a new one to me. That's all I wanted you to read it. I wasn't distributing, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know what that is, my guy. maybe it was an error.
Yeah, maybe a typo or something. You know?
Yeah, probably. Or something else I don't know about. Hey, put us on if it's something we don't know about. If not, rewrite it. My guy and I got you.
LGBT.
Oh. I don't know. Prince had a lot of girls. He was changing their names and everything. I don't know. Prince said, I don't like your name. This is what I'm changing it to. I'd rather be this than what your mama gave you. I don't know. Possible. He did have the pants with the butt cut out. Possible. The boy was wearing high heels and snatching every chick around, bro. Like I don't know. Possible.
That is true. That is true. But all right, so okay, what if you could pick a second artist?
Second artist?
Because I feel like one is it's not impossible. It's hard because there's so many. But let's just say let's pick a top three, okay?
A top three artist that I can bring back.
Top three you can bring back for one more album. So I got Juice, you got Prince.
I gotta go Biggie. I just resonate with a lot of his music, so I'd have to go Biggie. I don't know. Now that I gotta like think about who else died. I guess.
I'm gonna go for myself. Yeah. I'll go with Zay, and I say Pac. I think to have a new Pac album. I mean, especially in 2021, would be something crazy. You know what I mean? Just to see had he had lived through. Obviously when he passed. Yeah. If he would have never passed and kept living to to see how his music would have kind of changed, you know what I mean? To see what he would sound like in 2021. Same thing with Biggie, you know what I mean? They were storytellers, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Like just to see like what Pac would say about like because he was very political. So to see what he would say about like the current run of like even the last 3 presidencies, you know, what he would have to say about, you know, like if he came back and was like caught up on everything, be like, yo, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, I mean, like
the
Obama
state,
to Trump to
just like the state of the world, like going on for the last few years. Like he would definitely have a lot to say, you know, and a lot of them probably be like, bro, this is kind of what we need to hear. Then like we really had no one else who would, like, not that we didn't have anybody else to say, but like no one who could say it to a beat the way that he could. You know what I mean? To reach more people than I feel like a lot of people can. The other person I would go with would probably be Jimi Hendrix. Probably Jimi Hendrix. Yeah.
That's a real good one.
Yeah. Like I like a lot of his songs and like his style. So like I feel like if he was alive to like, you know, get us one more good album, I think that'd be one that I would like jam for like a good while. You know what I mean? Like I really feel like something that like reach for a good little bit, change a whole other generation onto some Hendrix. You know, I'm down with that.
Jimi Hendrix, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Who would I go with for a third one?
I'll change it.
My bad. Who?
Yeah.
Man. You know what? I probably would go with Aaliyah, to be honest.
Aaliyah's not a bad choice at all. Not at all.
Apple Music recently started putting her old albums. Finally, they were released so they could put on there. So listening to some of her old stuff, to think what she would drop some stuff now, what that would sound like. I'm thinking about her doing a feature with somebody like a Summer Walker or something like that, bro. I think for a collab, like imagine you probably would agree with it, but imagine how weird it would be to have like a Megan Thee Stallion, Aaliyah type record. You know what I'm saying?
He's right. He was right.
But all the artists that are out now, especially with female artists, to see what kind of collabs could be done now is crazy. Like even to go back to like a Tupac or a Biggie, so imagine one of them two collaborating with somebody like Kendrick Lamar, or his cousin Baby Keem. I don't know if you ever heard of Baby Keem. Like I think those are two young artists that can kind of take what they were, the storytelling stuff, the real lyrical stuff, and kind of bring it back to where it is. You know what I mean? Where it was back then.
Just even think about like her and Missy getting back in the studio together. It'd be like mind blowing, bro. Just like, hey, we gotta make this. It'd be like that. It'd be like
or even, I know this is something different. This is nothing music related, but like even just her opinions on the whole R. Kelly stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You said we're sideways. We big.
We got a big body, bro.
We
Straight up, you ain't gonna be able to see us both.
We see like half of me and a portion of him. So yeah, turn your phone sideways, my guy. Landscaping, my dude. You know what I mean? But yeah, I would even like if you were like going like someone like Selena, I'd be next to me too.
Selena's definitely a good one.
Yeah.
It's another one that was taken way too young.
Man, like there are some people who were taken way too young, and it's like even though it's not really like my a genre that I'm not really into, like Amy Winehouse would be another good one.
I listen to Amy Winehouse all the time.
Like I feel like and it was one of those like I wish you just like went to rehab. It would have been different. Like a lot of things would have changed out. And
yeah, her voice was something crazy too, bro. Like even her like musical genius was so good. I don't know if you ever seen. They did kind of like a story behind it and how she got into the whole like drugs and all that. Man, that stuff is. That's definitely a documentary. I think that if you're into music, to watch the Amy Winehouse documentary, that stuff is definitely a must.
I've been to her hometown, Camden. Yeah, I've been to her hometown, and like they're like pictures still like her face everywhere. It's pretty crazy, but it's just like it's kind of sad just being like because it was like not too soon after like she had passed, and just thinking like dang, she like you'd have done a lot of great things more than you were than if it was like they just stayed with us a little bit longer. Well,
speaking of artists who passed away, unfortunately, whatever. There's another artist that just recently got his life taken away from him in his hometown. Like that, Young Dolph killed at a cookie shop in Memphis.
I saw that. I was like why would? I don't know.
I know that. I think Lil Boosie. I think I seen an interview that Lil Boosie said, and I never really thought about it, but he put it into perspective where he pretty much said that it's the people that live in your hometown are the one that have the most hate for somebody who makes it.
Right.
Just because the way they see it is like, why couldn't it be me?
Look at Nip.
Nipsey Hussle got killed in front of his own.
It's his first own spot. Yeah, like.
I mean, Young Dolph. I mean, even though not saying that he deserved to die, that dog was like that, but he was 36, you know. But he was way beyond music. You know what I mean? They said that he owned over 100 properties in Memphis. That every time, or for every one of his kids' birthdays, he would buy a property for them. So that way, whenever they got out, they had properties to make money and stuff like that. But he was taken away too soon off of somebody being a hater, bro. Somebody was mad that he grinded and he made it and they did it. And it's like you can't blame nobody but yourself for it.
Right.
Because you go as far as you take yourself, and if you didn't have the grind, you didn't have the hustle that he had, then you can't. Why you mad at him? You know what I mean?
As like taking away from him, like you gained, like what he lost, it's just a life wasted for no reason.
I mean, because they're gonna eventually find the two dudes that shot him. Yeah. And then your life's gonna be over too, because you're gonna rot in prison. You know what I mean?
Or are you gonna get taken out like Dipset?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just it's sad. It's sad when something like that happens to any artist from any genre or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Anybody really just like life taking short just because somebody was hating. It's true. There are people who don't even go into entertainment, but just made it out, and like people from their own time just hate on them for whatever reason though. And like even if like they're like giving back to the community, like people, they still like, oh, I would do this if I had that money, or I would do like how can you say that because you're not in that situation, but still want to you're so jealous or you're so envious of what they had that you decide to take their life instead of like trying to make yourself better. All you do is make you and their family worse by taking them away, and then like you said, putting yourself in a situation where either you get killed in vengeance or like you brought in jail for it.
He had 2 kids, he had a wife, As a mom or as a wife, how do you explain to your kids like that your dad's not coming home anymore?
Right, yeah.
Just because he was going to get cookies for his mom, bro, in his hometown. And a place that they said that the people said that every time he went back on to Memphis, that was the first spot he always went to. Yeah. Was to the cookie spot. And it's like that's crazy. I don't know. People in general need to do better, bro. Like that's really what it comes down to. Be better. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you can't have that hate in your heart or nothing like that. Like I said, over just somebody who worked to get what they got, and you felt that you deserved it more than somebody else. Like if you feel that way, man, go bust your ass off and go do it yourself. Like,
sure.
Don't hate on what one man did. You know what I'm saying? But just rest in peace to Young Dolph, and prayers to his family and to his friends and his kids, man. You know what I mean? I think they were 9, 10, somewhere around that age. You know what I mean? So,
that's still really young. Yeah, like my grandfather passed away when my uncle was 10, and he's like grew without a father, man. Like it sucks. It's especially like just to hear like he didn't like pass away, like he was taken from you. It's something like I said, like with my nephew, he was taken from me. I can never get that back from him just because somebody wanted something that he had. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But to kind of switch it up, obviously we're from Houston, you know what I mean? So to even like the whole Astroworld situation, how do you? Let's start by saying this. How do you feel about that?
How do I feel about the situation?
Who do you put blame on, or like that kind of stuff? I'll let you go first, and then I'll say my piece on it or whatever.
Well, it's hard for me to say because
because from what I've seen is these are the people that have lawsuits against them. Is Live Nation, which is the one that did the ticket, the whole hook the video and all that stuff. Travis Scott, Drake, Apple Music. Those are all the ones that I've seen, and it's like I think what I saw was like $2 billion lawsuit or something like that. But and I think anyway, so.
No, what I was gonna say was like from like a lot of the videos that I saw was like I didn't see everything that was out there, but from the videos that I saw, people like jumping fences or running through like the military stuff to try to like get to the front or whatever. And it's like for me like it's kind of gonna be like if you knew there's gonna be this many people coming at that time, like what was it, 50,000?
Yeah, 50,000 people.
If you knew that many people were coming, like it's like, and I hate to say like a science even is like like definitely a big thing. Like like you pay for like this row or whatever it may be. It kind of like cuts that out of like people trying to like cut in there, and you obviously need more security. Because if you have 50,000 people and have one person per.
So I think because I know that there was 50,000 people is what was accounted for,
right.
But that's not including the people that snuck in, like
people
who jumped fences.
Yeah, I saw. I didn't know if like people were just like I had tickets who were just jumping fences trying to get in, but yeah, it'd be hard to regulate. People who were just like jumping the fence. But yeah, if for something that's big like that, especially coming back after not having concerts for a long time, beef up security, my God. Like you already know that people. First off, you already know people are dumb.
Yeah,
sure. you know people are dumb, and then like just beef up security. Like what was like a day or two before that he had met with like the police chief and all that. So you tell me like they had no access to like people being able to like
and if I'm not 100% sure, but I think that security and EMT and all that stuff was supposed to be provided by the people that put the event together.
The venue, yeah.
So even if you were selling, like I said, they said 50,000. Even if you were selling 50,000, you should know. All right, we're gonna have a lot of people that we like you said, beef up security and have enough people there to be able to have some kind of crowd control. From the stuff that I've seen, there was no kind of control whatsoever.
I saw one cop every 25 people, bro.
And it was like, I don't know, man. It's again, as Houston, we got to do better than that.
For sure.
Because, man, I see Rolling Loud did 2 concerts this year. One in Miami, one in New York. Nothing like that happened.
Yeah.
Coachella in LA, nothing like that happened.
Yeah.
And there are festivals and stuff with the same amount of people, you know what I mean?
Oh. Yeah.
With the same amount of people, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I know Travis Scott is one of those artists who likes to do he likes for people to do the mosh pits and the raves and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's cool. A whole bunch of artists like to do that too.
Yeah, that's just like concert stuff.
But learn how to control yourself, bro.
Yeah.
There's no reason why that many people should be pushing. Like you got people pushing from the back all the way to the front. And that's crazy. Like I said, we're big dudes, bro.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be in the middle or shit like that.
Man, like even because I went to a Charles Gambino concert. Like I'm not getting all the way to the front. Like I could big body my way through. I'm not pushing all the way up. No.
Nah.
And then being up there and having people push me into the no, bro, not happening. No. I'm throwing bows and everything, bro. No, it's not happening, man. It was way too crazy for it.
It's unfortunate for the people that lost their lives in it. You know what I mean?
And the craziest part, like my mom works at one of the hospitals like downtown, and she said she answered the phone and was talking to the wife and the mom of a guy who unfortunately passed away. And so he had a unique last name, so she was able to remember. She remembered it, and so she saw that he had passed away. It's just encouraged out to all the families that lost somebody, and everybody who was injured, stuff like that. But just they were saying that it was cool that night, but there was just so many bodies. It was just sweltering. People just couldn't breathe. People were I'm literally suffocating in there, outside. To think about you suffocating outside, is crazy. It's crazy to me, to think about how bad it must have been. And I see a lot of people talking about how, when somebody fainted, he called us hey, help this guy, whatever, but then not going back to what he was doing. But if I tell you what's going on and I show it to you, you know what I mean, and I expect everybody to help, you go on and you stop it for 49,999 plus people who were there. If y'all hear that in the background, that's a homeboy Enrique.
So that's a good question.
It's
if you see one person, because think about it, you're outside in this big open area, and there's 50,000 people. You can only see so much. Right. So if you see this one person right here, and you see this person getting tended to, taken to the tent or whatever.
Whatever.
Me personally, if I'm the artist, and you see one person, and he gets his help, you tell the crowd hey, y'all,
leave him alone, don't touch him.
Control yourself.
Yeah.
But if there's somebody in the very back where there's a very high possibility he didn't see somebody.
So far,
100 feet, 200 feet.
So far,
so many people. You know what I mean?
if they're down, there's
people
those people above them.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like, I mean, I knew obviously Travis Scott was gonna be the one who was gonna be getting sued by all these people, whatever, because his name was on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
To me, Drake's getting sued for what, bro? He was a special guest at Travis Scott.
Yeah.
Like,
what did I do?
What role did he play?
Yeah.
His name was nowhere on anything that had to fucking be there. And all Apple Music did was stream it.
Yeah.
You're suing them for streaming a concert that they knew that.
So y'all didn't hear somebody go down in the back. You know, y'all didn't hear somebody
get. Y'all didn't stop recording. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, Travis Scott and Live Nation are the two people that definitely are going to be the one. Not even to say that they deserve it, but
that makes sense.
They're going to be the ones that are going to be at the fault to take bulk of the punishment.
Right.
And me personally, I think more leans towards the Live Nation who's put this stuff together, because they should have been the one that been more responsible in having the security. Because even I seen people like security guards out there, they were saying they weren't even hiring people that had experience. They were just, oh, you want to be security? Come on, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They weren't even trained the proper way. So it was just, they were just trying to get people. They were just trying to get bodies there to say, oh, there was security. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. And there was one thing that I don't know. I don't know how you feel about it. And I'll give my opinion on it. I don't know, something on the list that I give my opinion on. There was a little kid that passed away. He was 9.
I understand.
There was one little boy that was there, and he got trampled over, or whatever, got stepped on and stuff.
Was that like when the fence went down, or whatever?
I don't know. I think whenever everybody was kind of like pushing on each other. I think he kind of. How do you feel about somebody being that young, being at something like that with that many people?
Or being there in general, or like that. I mean,
because you don't ever expect nothing like this to happen.
Right.
But it's also like, man, Travis Scott is. In Houston, of course, but anywhere else, he's one of the biggest artists in the world right now.
Right.
And people go crazy over Travis Scott. He puts out shoes, they sell out quick. He puts out fucking cereal, Reese's Puffs, they sell out quick.
That funky McDonald's meal thing that made no sense. Yeah.
People was lining up to that shit, bro. So he put his name on anything, and people go crazy about it.
Right.
So I don't know. I feel like, obviously I don't wish nothing bad on anybody, but I feel like that. I don't think somebody that's that young. And I even seen somebody had like a 5-year-old little kid, like on his shoulders, and I'm like, man, I think, to me, there should definitely be some kind of age restriction, because I don't know, like I don't know. I feel. Like I'm sure the parents of the kid that passed away, they weren't expecting nothing like that to happen. Of course not.
I've been growing up going to like clubs that had I was in like Zydeco back in the day or whatever, like had like an artist come through whatever, and we go and like there'd be like other kids there like Zydeco clubs or stuff like that, or go to concerts or whatever it may be. And I was like young, like you said, like about like 5 or a little bit older, maybe a little bit older, but it was always this like you have parents, whoever was watching you there, whatever, so you're not really expecting something that crazy to happen. So I wouldn't be like, well, they can't go to concerts until they're blah.
No.
Well, you said an age restriction. So
I'm talking about not as far as going to concerts, because not every concert is that way. I'm talking about maybe like certain kind of concerts. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Kiss list everything. So
no, I agree with that. Like, I went to a Triple Red concert, like I think it was a couple of months ago actually, and they had general admission to where it was kind of like floor seats and they had seats. And I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'm not going to be on the floor and get pushed around by a whole bunch of people. I don't know. Fuck, that's not my kind of shit. I'm gonna sit my ass in the fucking seat and watch the show from the seat. So what I'm saying is, when it comes to, I get what you're saying about the Oasis. I kind of didn't say it the way I wanted to say it, but you should have seating seats, which I think that should be. Certain ages should be like 15 and over should be the ones
like on the floor,
into something like that.
That makes more sense.
Where you have the younger ones where they need to be.
Yeah.
Because the thing is kids from 15, even younger than that, but from that 15 to like the early 20s that think of Travis Scott as like some kind of god or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They act the fool and they do whatever the fuck they want to do, and they don't know how to control themselves.
Right.
Like even when they were, I don't know if you've seen the video when they were just coming on a cart to check on somebody. And people are jumping on the golf cart.
Yeah, they're like rocking. It's like, bro, this person needs help, but you're acting.
So that should be something to where like you got these seats that are reserved for, for this certain age demographic, and then
I got
Don't
you.
act like an idiot. Go, go do this over here.
If you're gonna be stupid, pay this amount of money. Go over here. If you're like gonna be responsible for whatever, y'all can still be here with everybody else. But if you're gonna be
So kind of
like
to wrap to close this whole little astro discussion. Do you think they ever do that kind of shit again? Or do you think it's a wrap, bro?
Oh, do you think like Travis Scott like do?
Like, do you think he'll have another astro festival, or you think it's just a wrap? Me personally, I think it's over. I think there's no way, and I'm not saying maybe because I know that he's getting a lot of shit right now for it.
Yeah.
First, gonna be if he's gonna be able to bounce back from that for one, and for two, like I don't think that there's ever gonna be anything that's gonna be like that again. Now there might be some kind of festival, but it won't be like an actual festival or nothing like you know what I mean.
Probably just get Kylie Jenner pregnant again.
Oh, she is pregnant.
Again.
Oh, a third one.
Yeah. they need something else to like take the mind off of like what happened. But but if he does, it'll probably be anytime soon.
You talking about?
I'll tell you like when what's the one she has now? When that one's 18.
Shit.
They'll do another Astroworld.
God.
Yeah. Like it's not happening like anytime soon. Like it's like I wouldn't really say it's a wrap, but. I guess if they try to do it, they did it like an actual like arena.
Listen, I think it's a wrap for Travis Scott doing something like that again. Not for festivals in general, but I think for Travis Scott, sure, it's done.
Yeah, you gotta do like a regular concert, like Madison Square Garden or something like that.
You're gonna have to hit the toilet center.
Well, if you do, you about to do it outside of Houston, which might suck. But like you about to do it outside of where
I was
people
gonna say something very dumb, but I'm not gonna say it. I'll say it off camera, bro.
I want to know.
We're gonna talk about it. We're talking about
boy, if you don't. But it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a minute. Yeah, for sure.
So the last thing I have down, bro, is just kind of the state of Houston sports in general, bro. Like, obviously we know that the Astros are the Astros, bro. They're the team
don't bring up the Astros right
now. No. They're
I'm
going to be
hurt.
the team that's going to be every year, at least for the near future, that's going to be competing for a championship, you know what I mean, or have championship aspirations.
Yeah.
The Rockets and the Texans, those are the two teams that I want to talk about right now, bro.
Bro,
because we've been Rockets fans for a long time.
Yeah.
My whole life.
Pretty much all up, yeah.
You know what I mean? We went through baby beard James Harden. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, little bit of mohawk, to like, whatever he's rocking. Yeah, whatever.
The brain cornrow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But man, with the Rockets is like, again they're rebuilding right now. So they're in a state of rebuild. So it's like,
and it's not just like a temp.
No,
this is not a temp. This is a full
rebuild. Yeah. So like they're ready to get. They still got Similac on their breath. They're still trying to like get their legs strong.
Because to me, their best player is 19, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
19, bro.
Still a child. Yeah. So it's gonna be a little minute before we're like, all right, Rockets making it this year. Rockets going somewhere this year. It's gonna be a little minute. And I hate that, like, because I still rock my Rockets getting through, like, so where the Rockets gonna be going this year? Bro, if you don't shut up, get out my face. Like,
we're gonna win 10 games.
Yeah. Bro. Like, how many we won so far?
1.
Thank you.
as of today, 1 in 15.
Yeah. So we still got, at least we got the first one.
No, I think like a 14 years.
As sad as it sounds, at least we got the first one.
So look, the Texans
are
The Texans are not. The Texans are redoing something, bro. They ain't rebuilding, bro. Because to me, they don't have much.
They're recrumbling.
Like they don't have much to build on, bro.
Yeah.
Like with the Rockets, you have the state of optimism, bro. They got a whole bunch of young talent,
right?
And it's just inexperience. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
The more that they play together, I think you give the Rockets 2-3 years, they're competing to win a championship.
For sure.
That's I think they have a better chance than they did with James Harden because I think Jalen Green's going to be good. And you have that dude that came from Turkey, Alpine.
Yeah.
That dude's, to me, he should be starting.
I've been trying to watch games, but like I said,
It's tough, bro. It's tough to watch, bro. And it's gonna be like that, bro, for the near future. You know what I'm saying? But I think you give them a few years, and I think they're in a good state. The Texans,
we need a whole new team.
The first thing they need to do is get rid of Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Because the same thing with the Rockets. They need to get rid of John Wall. John Wall's gonna make this year and next year $91 million to sit on the bench and be a cheerleader, bro. That's the highest paid cheerleader in the history of sports, bro. 91, bro. I saw a number yesterday that said the next 2 years, John Wall's gonna make more money not playing than Michael Jordan made playing his whole career. I mean, obviously you do two different eras money-wise, but
It's like, that's crazy, bro.
That is ridiculous.
That's crazy.
To do nothing. Hey, I'll sit there and do nothing for half that.
Give me 5.
Hey, if you give me half that, I'll sit down and I'll sweep up afterwards. So with
Last man behind that water.
yeah, you remember, I got everything. You know what I mean? Shoot. Let me do make half that, and I got you whatever you need. But yeah, it's just hard to see where we came from or what we were doing for like a while. We were like actually we were going up. They were just like, nope, starting over.
I mean, I feel bad for the coach, for Steven Silas. He came into the Rockets thinking he was gonna have Russell Westbrook, James Harden, and within a month they were both gone.
Yeah.
And they lost 20 in a row last year, and they're at 14 now. Do you think that he loses his job, bro? If they just say they go on and lose 20 games in a row for a second consecutive year, do you think he gets fired? Or do you kind of, as a general manager, you like, you know what, you're in a tough situation.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to stick it out.
With what happened, I feel I would give him at least while to like build the team that's hopefully gonna be the future. But to have like everything again, have what you feel is gonna be like the team, and then like just gone, and then you're like, well, have nothing. So of course I'm gonna lose.
Yeah, because you get the team and you start making these schemes and these plays and stuff. For X players.
Yeah.
And then you show up and you're like, okay, I don't have these players no more.
I got my first team, my second team right now. It's like now I'm back to zero. I'm back to the start. Back to the drawing board.
So I think they're a little they're patient with him because like we said, he got hired for one situation and he was put in another one.
Yeah.
So I think you kind of give him the time to see if he can fix it. And from what I've seen in the past they've been competitive. It's not like we're getting blown out by 20, 30 points every game. There was one where Memphis where they were beating the dog shit out, but we was not by 40, bro.
Yeah.
But it's not like last night they played the Knicks. Mm-hmm. They were winning majority of the game.
Yeah.
And it's just the same shit. They can't finish the game.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's because they just in the fourth quarter the offense is just like, fuck it, somebody take the ball and shoot it. Because I see a lot of bad shots being put up. Mm. You know what I mean? Jalen Green missed 3 shots yesterday. And going on the stretch, they stopped giving him the ball. So I don't know if it's Christian. I know Christian Woods kind of thinks that he's Steph Curry because I be seeing him put up shit. I'm like, bro, that's not you. That's not you, big dog.
You're not the guy.
So I think they just need to learn how to close it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they need to learn how to close for sure. Bro. But yeah, it's definitely something that's not gonna be this year, next year. But hopefully going into maybe the year after, we start getting a little better or get the piece that we need to build this team and like have actually go through. Texans. Got no words. I got no words.
I need a white towel thrown for that.
Yeah.
They won today, but I mean, come on, bro.
But they're running 2-8 right now.
And they're probably gonna finish 2-16. Or no, 2-15. They play 17.
I guess we'll be back, man. Like we in here. So, like I said, hit us up. We still got the live going. There's nobody there, but we still do live. We live, baby. As soon as we get
we're gonna try to post a podcast every week.
Yeah,
we're gonna try to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Life happens, but we're gonna try to do a little better. Be consistent and try to like, and maybe like be live on different platforms, whatever. Like I said, Black Sheep Digital, BLKSHEP Digital on TikTok and Instagram. We try to do Facebook if possible.
We'll figure it out. You know what I mean?
We'll see what works best for us.
If there's any topics you want us to go over, put them in the comments. Send us a message. You know what I mean?
I got a surprise though. Because I forgot about it. Have you seen Shang-Chi?
I haven't seen it yet.
Bro, so like I say, I don't know if you're as big as a ball fan as I am, whatever. But like, I watched it last night, and I saw somebody had posted before. They were like, I wonder if the same people who were mad at Black Panther can be mad at Shang-Chi. And I'm like, what do y'all mean by that? But it's like they pretty much did the whole thing of like being a locked away, whole untouched culture of like Black folks with a whole untouched culture of like Asian people and like this other dimension type thing. It's like y'all really did just like past like copy and paste and plaster into that. And I was like seeing like a lot of stuff that was like giving me Jackie Chan like Rush Hour vibes in the movie, or some of his older work. And I was just like, I kind of see what they're talking about now. It was like they're trying to like go into this whole new phase for Marvel, but it's kind of just like kind of doing the same thing over again. You know what I mean? But I'm not saying like they shouldn't have more diversity, but I think they should have better storytelling and be able to like have because like I said the story was almost the same. Like somebody who was like outside coming to the inside on something, whatever, and then like kind of like discover this world that they had never seen before, and also stuff. They have like a parent from one place and a parent from another place, and they kind of like go into this culture that they really didn't know too much about before. Like it's the same. It's very much the same, and I see what they're going for. But I am kind of excited to see where this new phase. I haven't seen the Eternal Ship. I'm excited to see where this phase is going. Yeah, I do not watch trailers for movies. I'm going to see, especially Marvel, because they are infamous, notorious for either giving you trailers that aren't actually in the movie, or giving way too much on what's actually in there. So I stay away. I still have not seen the Spider-Man trailer, because that's probably again 100% wrong. I know it's Sony, but that's Marvel, so they're still probably gonna like hide a bunch of stuff or like not do what's actually there. So I'm just like, I don't want to like go in there and be like, that scene wasn't there. What happened to this one? Or what happened to that scene when they were doing this? That's not there.
Yeah, they do put a lot of misleading shit into the trailer.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm just not gonna watch it. I'm gonna go in there clear and see.
So when I saw that wasn't something that I was intending to watch.
Yeah.
I just went on YouTube and it was there, and I was like, oh, look what's right here.
Yeah, nah. My favorite girl, nope, exit, nope. Nope.
I just accidentally pressed it, bro.
Never.
I was like, oh.
Even if I did, there's always like that 5 seconds of ads or like 2 or 3 ads, so I can be like, I've changed my mind. I shouldn't watch it. I should check. Yeah. I shouldn't check that out. So yeah, that's how I know that one. I've definitely I'm good. I actually saw like a movie in theaters. I saw the My Hero Academia movie. What was it? World Mission. I don't know if really into anime like that, but World Mission was pretty good. But it's just excited to really see like movies in theaters again. So I'm so used to like seeing them in my room now. It's like it's weird to go like actually sit in a theater and watch a movie. But I'm kind of hoping that comes back, especially with AMC, because I bought stock. So go watch movies at AMC. Thank you. That's my little push. Go buy popcorn and all that stuff at AMC so their stock can go up. Thank you. Appreciate that. But other than that, I mean, if y'all have anything y'all want us to check out, even like with our music channels, like go ahead and plug your music channel. What's it called? Reaction. There you go. That you got.
What is it, bro? I totally forgot the name of my shit. I just drew a blank. Hold on, go ahead. I'm gonna look.
But you still got,
I totally fucking forgot, bro.
If you're still rocking with us on Black Sheep on YouTube, I do have your reactions coming. There's just been a lot of them and trying to edit them and have the best coming up for y'all. So definitely do that. Got that coming up for you. So definitely stick with us with that one. We got more coming for you. We'll link his. BAR on YouTube, bro. So your name? You got your name?
I figured that's what it was, but I just wanted to make sure.
But so yeah, definitely check that out, and we will get that.
We'll try to get some more reactions together. It's been a while since we've done some of those. You know what I mean?
For sure.
It's always good to have two opinions or different views on things. For argument's sake, if anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, we've known each other for a long time. We're into a lot of the same shit, but we're also different when it comes to a lot of stuff. So I think putting two perspectives on something is
something we need to watch though, because there's a new music video from Silk Sonic. I still haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it either.
And I really haven't listened to much of the song, but it's been like on TikTok, but just like on like so much. But like and the Silk Sonic album is outside. I gotta cop that. That's.
Did you see that Anderson .Paak said that he should have linked up with Taylor Swift instead of Bruno Mars?
No, I didn't see that. But like I said, been your boy, Love Lord.
BAR.
We out of here. Later.